Wood every Friday morning at 10:30 a.m. on WQEE 99.1 FM The Key for our show Lyrical Wisdom. Every week we will dive into the lyrics of songs and uncover hidden messages that we hope will leave you feeling inspired and enlightened. We know that our ideas may not always line up with yours, so this show will be an open discussion. Email us with ideas for songs at lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. That's lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. Let's share some wisdom together.
WQEE 99.1 FM The Key, Newman, Sharpsburg, Franklin, LaGrange.
The House of Light brings clarity to your soul, offering a safe space for healing through our compassionate practitioners, services, classes, and wisdom, plus the tools to support you in our retail space.
When you hear music, do the lyrics speak to you on a deeper level? I'm Bruce Thornton. Join me and Donna Wood every Friday morning at 10:30 a.m. on WQEE 99.1 FM The Key for our show Lyrical Wisdom. Every week we will dive into the lyrics of songs and uncover hidden messages that we hope will leave you feeling inspired and enlightened. We know that our ideas may not always line up with yours, so this show will be an open discussion. Email us with ideas for songs at lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. That's lyricalwisdomshow@gmail.com. Let's share some wisdom together.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
To protect his home and family from disaster, Steve used courage, wisdom, and his camera phone.
That should do it.
Way to go, Steve! By simply taking digital pictures of his family's important documents, Steve can always have them stored safely online, no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
The views and opinions of this show and program are not the views and opinions of this station, its management, or its clientele. It's now time for the House of Light presents The Wisdom Cafe, each and every week at this time on 99.1 FM WQEE. Here's this week's special.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Wisdom Cafe. Good morning, Ryan.
Good morning. How are you doing this morning?
I am doing wonderful. It's a weird sort of day because looks like it's just overcast.
Yes.
But it's, what is it called? Sprinkling?
Yes. Sprinkling, I like to call it. Somebody spitting on me.
Yeah, it's very dewy outside. Yeah. Very dewy.
It's good.
Yeah, we need that every now and then to kind of cool us off. I have a wonderful, thank you for being here and allowing me to discuss things here on the Wisdom Cafe. Those of you, welcome, and thank you so much for being here on WQEE 99.1 FM. I would like to discuss something that a lot of people may not really realize, but it's coming up. St. Patrick's Day.
Yes. I had one of my listeners tell me this morning on my show, right going into the last hour, St. Patty's Day is this weekend. I was like, I forgot about it because this month we got Easter in a couple of weeks. Mm-hmm. And the most important thing this month, which you may agree with, is Women's History Month and International Women's Day.
Yeah,
so I was keeping up with that and completely... St. Patty's Day came out of the blue for me because I was keeping up with that.
Yeah, I think it's kind of out of the blue, even though it's a green day.
Or out of the green. Let's just say out of the green.
I think, it has been one of those holidays that have been tried. It's kind of, I don't know, it's interesting when you really look at where it came from and everything. It makes total sense of where it's at now. When you think of St. Patty's Day, what do you think of?
I think of leprechauns, and I think of a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow that I want to get. And, some people think of corned beef and hash, which I don't eat, but they think of that. I think of those old Irish songs that people sing. And, of course, everybody having to wear green or they're going to pinch you when you were a kid.
Right. And there's one more thing, but I guess it's more of a college thing.
Okay. I got to remember, because when I was in college, I didn't do college things. I just went to school.
I mean, for me, St. Patty's Day was the day everybody went out drinking.
Oh, yeah, I don't drink, so I would.
Yeah, I don't either, but that's what I have a glass of wine. I take that back. I do enjoy.
That's not drinking, okay?
I do enjoy wine and a margarita every now and then.
That's not drinking. That's
green beer. People would turn their green beer.
Oh,
Savannah River would be turned green. You know, the Hudson, remember? They used to really, really...
What's the one in Chicago?
Yeah.
They do that. They turn that river green.
Exactly. And it used to be like just get out of hand day, right?
Oh, yeah. It will this weekend.
Well, I think COVID kind of put a little bit of a damper on that because they shut down those type of holidays where people just get together and celebrate.
Exactly.
Just celebrate. And now I think is the first year that things are really beginning to roll again. Mm-hmm. The airport is like packed. People are traveling. People are, coming together, hugging again. We're partying. It's time to come together again.
It took 4 years.
Well, that's true, yeah. But St. Patrick's Day, of course, everybody knows it is Saint Patrick from Ireland, right. And that's hence all the green. He was the patron saint of Ireland. I didn't know if people realized that. So it's like Buddha.
Okay.
It's like, those saints that people revere as the highest saint, the patron saint of Ireland, meaning he was the godfather of Ireland. Right?
Okay. Yes, he was the godfather of Ireland, yes.
Yes, the god or the father, that's, It wasn't made an official Christian feast until the early 17th century, because that's when Christianity came into Ireland.
Right.
So Ireland celebrated this feast all the time, and that's what it was, a feast, which is different than drinking.
Oh yeah, different than just drinking all night and having drinking games and staying up all night. There was a feast. It was more than corned beef and hash. They had corned beef and hash, but they had turkey. They had all the fixings. Kind of like a Thanksgiving in a way.
Now I do love some corned beef and cabbage.
So you're going to be doing that this weekend?
I really do, and that's really funny that you mentioned that because I did go to the grocery store last night.
Oh, is that what you got?
And they had a whole, here it is. You first walk in and they got those little, refrigerators that can move around full of corned beef and all, and I'm like, what is that? Now it's
they're getting you ready, yes.
Right. I didn't put two and two together just yesterday. Until I think it was later that afternoon, someone mentioned something about St. Patrick's Day. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
I'm like you. I wasn't even thinking. So much stuff was going on. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot of feasting going on this weekend.
Oh, yes. Yes. So the reason, I think the biggest thing was historically Lenten. You give things up, blah, 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 Lenten. Right. So this particular holiday or celebration, that restriction on eating and drinking alcohol was lifted for the day.
Oh, okay.
So, it's like they created the celebration to be that, to eat and drink.
And be merry.
Yeah, you got to make sure you're merry.
Yeah.
Nobody likes a mean drunk, right?
Nobody likes anybody that's mean. I don't want no more of this corned beef and cabbage.
I think that is what encouraged and propagated the holidays tradition of drinking alcohol.
All right.
And that, when I think of St. Patrick's Day, that's where I always went. And I couldn't really... I never resonated with the holiday because of that. You know, I'm not one to go out and get drunk and, you know, so it was, I just wore my green. But sometimes I heard or understood that if you're Irish, you don't have to wear green. Mm-hmm. Is that correct?
That is correct. and
who made the rules?
I think we did it in America somewhere. I mean, but you really want to mess with an Irishman? Have you not seen Sheamus, who's a wrestler? Big old guy, red hair. I mean, come on. You try to pinch him. That's all I'm going to say. But I guess we created that because back in school, like, if you didn't wear green that day, people would pinch. And the people were pinching people. I was like, I was sitting around there thinking when I was a kid, this is a mean holiday.
Yeah. Yes. I thought the same thing. And what is it? I don't know where that came from. And I didn't look into that. Why do you get pinched if you don't wear green? I don't know where that came from. Maybe if there's a listener out there
somebody might know
that knows the answer to that question, they'll send it in to us before we're finished today.
Hopefully so, yes.
I would love that. Because I don't know. I don't know where that comes from. My father was Irish.
Right.
So sometimes I would, like, not wear green on purpose.
Right.
And then just, you know, I'm Irish. You cannot pinch me. And then, sometimes I would get pinched anyway. You're right.
Yeah.
And then, but isn't there some sort of rule that if you get pinched and you're wearing green, you get to pinch double?
Yes, you get to. Yes. That was a mean rule that we had in elementary school. If you pinch me and I got green on, I get to pinch you back twice, and really hard.
So you know what I used to do?
What?
I used to try to trick people. And I would wear green underwear.
I've got green on.
I got green on.
They're like, I can't see it. Well, I'm not going to show it to you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You don't have green on. You're telling a story. But that was the biggest day if you went to school on St. Patty's Day. I mean, pinching, I don't understand. I'm still trying to figure this one out.
Yeah.
And you pinched the wrong person. And I don't know if it was just a way our parents were controlling us, maybe. I don't know. I mean, they used to play dodgeball with us. They threw a basketball at us in PE, remember? I mean, think about it. I mean.
Well, we had those hard rubber balls.
Yeah, we had those too.
Yeah.
But sometimes, if they were not available, our PE teacher would say, well, you better get out of the way.
Oh, wow. Okay. Interesting. Nowadays, that wouldn't fly.
And look, I agree with that. You know, I don't think we need to be doing that. You got a grandbaby, I've got grandkids. Do we really want to see them pinched or a hard ball thrown at them?
Yeah.
No. We were brave enough to get out of the way if we could back in our day, but today, no.
Yeah. It's interesting how, you know, the other thing that I love about St. Patrick's Day is the leprechaun.
Yeah.
I think that is what the true, you know, just like all the other holidays, there's two sides to the coin.
I love it, the
right?
leprechaun.
Yeah, and so there's goodness and luck.
Good luck.
Luck.
Four-leaf clover.
Isn't that, clovers, shamrocks, and leprechauns.
Yes.
That is really, truly what I believe the celebration should be.
Yes.
Cheers to luck. Take a drink and with your friends or family or whatever and do a cheers to luck.
There you go.
To dreams coming true, to finding the pot of gold.
So that's my favorite part right there. And even to this day, I'm still trying to find that pot of gold. I don't, every other part of St. Patty's Day, that pot of gold. I want that pot of gold.
So let's talk about that pot of gold, Ryan.
All right, let's do.
And this is really fascinating because I'm realizing how Sync Me are almost like golden nuggets, breadcrumbs.
Right.
It's like I'm on the right path. Just this morning, as I was leaving, I was thinking, yeah, I'm golden. And that's how I should have answered this morning when you said, how are you on this fine day?
There you go.
I'm golden.
There you go.
I am golden. And the more I think about that, when you say that you're searching for that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow,
yes.
I think that's what everybody here is doing in their own sort of way.
Yeah.
It is a search for that completeness inside, that thing that we think we're missing, but we don't really, but we aren't. It's that piece of divinity in us that we think is gone.
Right.
By being here on earth. That divinity, that God within us, it's the pot of gold that everyone searches for.
Wow.
Right?
That is so wow.
And when you think about
I'm blown away.
Yeah, it's at the end of a rainbow.
Right.
How are rainbows created?
Well, I know it's after a storm and the sun comes out, and it creates this beautiful light and after the rain and
right. It's color is frequency.
Right. Oh yeah. Of course you know that.
Yeah. So it's the sun shining through that darkness of the clouds as it dissipates from and it catches all of the moisture, the tears that have cried from all the trauma and drama.
I love it.
And all of a sudden there's the rainbow.
That's so cool. I love it.
And what's fascinating is the rainbow emanates from us because we are the sun. We have our own little sun.
Right.
The rainbow is within us. I mean, every Roy G. Biv.
Yes.
That's, the colors of the rainbow. The 7 colors.
Yes.
People remember that. Little Roy G. Biv.
Yes, exactly.
Right? Well, that's our chakras.
There you go.
Roy G. Biv.
I love it.
It's, we start with the red, go up to the orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, purple. It's all the colors of the rainbow are within us. And therefore, is the pot of gold not there too?
True.
Isn't that fascinating?
That is awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
Now, you just made me feel good about the pot of gold. I was searching for what I think I wanted, but now I've got something different. This is awesome.
Now you already have it.
Exactly.
Because I think that's where most people get tripped up in life.
Yeah.
They're tripping over their own 2 feet. Because they're searching for that pot of gold, which is outside of themselves.
Right.
When it's just inside.
Wow.
Because they are the rainbow.
Wow.
And the rainbow holds the pot of gold.
Man.
Doesn't it sit? I mean, that's what we keep
It just
hearing.
I love it.
Yeah.
That is just, wow. Now, you made me want to go celebrate Sunday, St. Patty's Day, because I've got the pot of gold in me, and there's me, even though it's raining.
I believe that's what that holiday should be. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
We need to celebrate that pot of gold, that we have found it, that it's within us.
Speaking of pot of gold, look who's here. He's got his
dressed in green.
And look at his shirt. Look at his shirt.
Oh my gosh, it's a shamrock.
There you go.
Yeah. I think that is what the key to life, the key to joy, the key to happiness. Stop searching outside of yourself for that pot of gold.
Exactly. It's within yourself. Mm-hmm. I love it. I love it.
Yeah. And another thing I'm learning in this beautiful thing called life, on this journey of drama and trauma, is that in the, you've heard of alchemy, right?
Yes.
And Merlin.
Yes.
The wizard.
Yes.
I mean, the biggest thing that wizards learn to do is alchemy, turning lead into gold.
Yes, he did.
Right? I mean, that's the big thing. Everybody wants to know, how do I make gold? How do I turn lead into gold? What is lead to you? For me, it is heavy.
Yes.
It's like a heavy
burden.
element.
Yes.
And so for me, all alchemy is the transformation of that lead within us, which is the drama, the trauma, the shame, the blame, call it whatever you wish within you. When you can bring light, shine light on it, which is the fire, right? You alchemize lead into gold through fire.
Right. True.
So you burn all that lead, all that heaviness, all that yuckiness out of you, and it becomes gold. Then you're golden.
So there you go. Now what we've learned is the rainbow's within you, and you're your own Merlin.
Exactly. We're all magicians.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And the tarot deck, that's what it's about. The magician has the figure 8 above his head. Infinite. We just come here over and over and over to play this little game of life where we keep alchemizing lead into gold.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I know. Isn't that fascinating?
This is. Now, I bet you nobody else is talking about St. Patty's Day this way.
I don't know.
They're just sitting out there going, let's go to the bar, get green beer.
Let's go get some green beer.
and eat some corned beef and cabbage, and that's it.
Right. And maybe on the way find some green eggs.
Yeah, ham. Green eggs and ham on the way. That's right. If I can find me a 4-leaf clover, I'll be lucky for at least one day. And we're sitting there going, you make your own look.
Yes.
Even though it looks good on his shirt, still make your own look.
Yeah. I think it's just, that is what I am learning in this life. And I enjoy, well, first of all, I appreciate you, Ryan, so much for presenting this opportunity for me to be able to come and share this on your show.
Yeah.
Because that's what it's about. It's about doing it together because we are all one.
Exactly.
And as we learn individually how to alchemize, and we begin to share it because it's well, you know how you felt when you found out the pot of gold was in you.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
Yeah, because I've been searching that pot of gold for 40-something years and still hadn't found it. I mean, I've been trying to chase that leprechaun down for a long time. So, I mean...
Until this morning.
Until this morning, yeah. So now I'm going to have a different outlook on this weekend. Hope the listeners, too, have a different outlook on this upcoming weekend.
Yeah.
More than just what we spoke of in the beginning of this broadcast to what you're presenting. Hope they kind of look at that and see, and it's a good time to really spend with family this weekend. And here's another holiday that, like we say, eat, drink, and be merry.
Right. And celebrate the magic.
Yes.
Within you.
Your own Merlin.
Yes.
I love it.
Celebrate and turn that lead into gold. And then celebrate that. I believe that is the beauty of St. Patrick's Day. If we can begin to really focus it that way.
Well, I am honored to be on the show today because this has been a cool learning experience for me. You never stop learning. That's what we always talk about with everybody. You never stop learning, and today has been a great learning experience. I know you got some stuff going on at the House of Light. We got to talk about that. And Bruce is on the way. He's got 3 songs that he's going to be talking about.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
He's got to make that choice from within.
Yes.
Sounds like you get to make the choice.
So tomorrow, everyone. Oh, wow. I can't do that.
Uh-oh. You can't do that. Why?
Because it's February.
No, you can't. February was last month.
I know. I'm like, oh.
She's going back in time. Already got into the time machine and went back in time. Doctor Who or Doc Brown or whatever. I'm gonna
have to talk to my girls about that.
Well, they might have it on there. You just have to find it.
Okay. Here we go.
There you go. You see. They got it.
We'll do it this way. Oh, I know there's some beautiful things coming up. And first of all, tonight, we have a drum journey with
we heard about
Cam
it.
Coker. Yes, I am so excited about that. It's been a while. And let me tell you all, if you want to alchemize, come to a drum journey. That will definitely help bang out some of that lead into gold.
Bruce is excited over there. He is air drumming right now.
Yes. Yeah. And then on Sunday, we have spirit communication with Tara, and that has been a very great group. It starts at 5 p.m.
Okay.
And that goes monthly. So she's beginning to get regulars coming in.
Awesome.
And it's beautiful because they talk about it's not just about connecting with your loved ones that have crossed over, but how you receive your messages as well.
Wow.
So, yeah. It's
amazing.
And then, of course, every Wednesday night at 7 p.m., we have meditation. And then this Thursday, the 21st of March, we have a really cool thing called Game of Thrones. The planning edition.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So I really don't know the whole concept of this, but Lauren, our practitioner that is just wonderfully knowledgeable in numerology and astrology and everything.
I can see how that goes.
She's taken the suits of cards.
Okay.
The hearts, diamonds, spades.
Right.
Right. And she is talking about them as the 4 seasons. Winter, spring, summer, and fall.
Okay, I can see that in the connection to the television series Game of Thrones. I can see what's...
Really?
Yes.
Cool.
Because they had winters. There was
that's
winters
right.
coming.
That's right.
You know, one part of the north was all winter all the time. One part was spring. One part was summer, you know.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, so...
I can see the connection.
And so it's learning how to maneuver life through the seasons using a deck of cards.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm really excited about this.
Wow.
That starts at 6 p.m. This Thursday, the 21st of March. And then Saturday, the 23rd of March, we have a very special guest coming to us, Chris, for a sound bath. And the crystal bowls, those beautiful, beautiful sounds. That is Saturday, the 23rd of March at 6:30 p.m.
Sounds good.
So, yes.
Well,
and there's more. We'll talk about it next week. Thank you all so much for joining us here on WQEE 99.1 FM, the House of Light, Wisdom Cafe.
You've been listening to the House of Light presents the Wisdom Cafe on 99.1 FM WQEE. The House of Light, a wellness center at 29 Jackson Street here in Newnan, is a place for people to relax and find true healing. For additional information, 407-414-6711. Remember to tune in next week for another healing message from the House of Light presents the Wisdom Cafe right here on 99.1 FM WQEE.